Welcome to Los Angeles. Lights, camera, action, emphasis on lights in the greater Hollywood area as the USC Trojans set to open another season tonight. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Commodores will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Going over the top. Snags it down the right side. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Oh, they knock it free. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Motion from the offense. Back to throw. It's good. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown Doors.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Fair catch, called for and made. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job of it.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Quarterback extends the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Trying to get to it. Makes his connection. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. They're going to give him another chance on 2nd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
Into the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. His passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. They are shaking the rafters of this place, trying to help their defense as they've got them pinned deep. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And that pass is intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them. And he's going for the big play. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He makes the catch. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances.
He'll take a shot. And he's got it. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play.
Yeah, when I'm a receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field, throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Western Michigan is going to walk off the field there inside Waldo Stadium with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Now they'll try the right side. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
They're trying to get to him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Fires to the wideout. And he intercepts it. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. The quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Looking to throw. It's good. Back open in the middle. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings, shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he makes the grab. Oh, couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Commodores.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers.
It's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
Coming after him. He's going for it all. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
On the move from inside his 5. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel
nothing but green ahead. He's up to 51 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. They'll go to the ground. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down.
And this is why defensive coordinators lose sleep at night, because guys like this have the football in their hand almost every single play. 3rd down, nothing open. He makes it happen himself. Now set up with a great scoring opportunity with 1st and goal.
The quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy. All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The give to the back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The give to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Forced out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. And the ball is intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. He's got him wide open. Running through contact. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact, so it's okay for him to make catches.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
He fires to the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Threw a pick last time. Almost threw another one. But you know what? I like the fact that this dude has no conscience. None.
Arm arrogance, right? He's going to spin the football.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Ready to try the point after. And it's perfect. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot.
He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Commodores in the hurry up. They'll throw it on first down. Buys a little time. Fires downfield. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Pocket starts to collapse. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Here's the handoff. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. It's complete to the right. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play.
Man, you gotta love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Doors! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. And the returner goes down. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To throw, it's good. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Safe completion on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on the radar. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Hard running there. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Gets it out fast. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Quarterback moving. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's just so hard defensively to take your eye off this guy, especially on third down. You've got to know that at any given moment, he can take off on you. They've got to do a better job on the back end, keeping their focus on him. He's the one with the football, and they've got to be able to react, or else they're going to get gashed like they did right there.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal.
Stop. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Jacksonville State was able to finish off a close one at Burgess Snow Field today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. He has been open all day, and the key to making him a Trojan legend is to just feed him the ball.
And the key to every USC team is finding the playmakers, giving them the football, giving them a chance. If they're covered, they're open. If it's man, they're open.
He's got it upright. Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a That type of big play can even make traveler perk up and take notice.
And, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. To the air. It's good. Extending the play. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Trojans. What a catch and run for 6. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer. Just, he's been down their throats all game long. A step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Getting deep in the 3rd quarter. Minute and a half to go here. Give to the running back. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? He's looking to throw. Dances away. He turns it loose to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Open space at the 25. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Dumps it to the back. Grabs it in the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
How about this on 1st and goal? The give to the wide receiver. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Vanderbilt, 45, USC, 35.
On the run from inside his own 5. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Vanderbilt, 45, USC.
1st down to start the drive after the break. He'll start this drive firing. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He makes the connection. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He fires a bullet to the right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's good. It's complete. Oh, no, the ball popped out. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. If they just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense, you're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
From the gun. They're bringing heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
The is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
They move the tight end all over. The give as they work on that clock. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds his man. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jason, they need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and hunt that clock now. Take inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Just going to keep it after the snap. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.